What is up, MMA fans? This is Tudor Leonte for Sherdog.com, and today I have the pleasure to talk with Professional Fighters League fighter Dakota Ditcheva. Hello, Dakota. How are you today?
I'm really well, thank you. Thanks for having me today.
Thank you for giving us a bit of your time. How was your morning session?
It was really good, yeah. So I had sparring this morning. Got some good sparring rounds in with one of the girls from American Top Team. So yeah, I got some really good work in.
You're going to fight on August the 20th. So I believe you still have plenty of days, to train and even to spar in preparation for this fight. You're scheduled to face Hassna Gaber on that occasion. How is your preparation for this one going?
Yeah, camp's going really well. I've had some amazing training over here in the States. I'm lucky enough to be finishing my camp here as well, which is really good. So yeah, I still have a good 3 weeks of training left before I make it back to the UK for fight week. But the preparation's going really, really well. I'm getting some amazing rounds in at the gym, and yeah, we're all working really hard together. There's a lot of fighters in the gym that have fights coming up as well, so it's kind of a perfect time for me to get good training in because everyone's kind of all working at the same thing at the moment. So yeah, it's going really well.
You usually train at Manchester Top Team. Right now you moved to American Top Team. May I ask you why you decided to switch camps?
Yeah, so I came over to America for 4 weeks actually. So I was doing like a 4-week trip where I went to different gyms and got a little bit of different training. So I actually started off in California. I went over there to train at CSA gym under Kirian, and I got some training in there with like Jess and Amber. Jessie obviously fights for the UFC, so I got some good work in there, met some great people. I then actually went over to Vegas and trained at Syndicate with Jojo Calderwood and Ramona, so I got some really good work in there. And then I came over to ATT for my last 2 weeks of the 4-week trip, and I've ended up staying for the rest of camp now. So that was kind of what happened. I loved it so much over here. I think the sun played a big part in it, training somewhere warm. Manchester is just raining all the time, so it was nice to get some training in, and I felt a lot more focused over here. Obviously at home I still have to work, and I've got a lot of distractions and things like that, but when I came over here I felt like I could focus on exactly what I needed to. And I thought with only 3-4 weeks left of camp, I thought it was a good idea to maybe finish it over here and stay focused. Obviously my PFL debut is a big fight for me, so I wanted to make sure that everything was right for this fight. So that's how I ended up staying. And yeah, I've got another 3 weeks left now.
Yeah, I'm guessing that weather in Florida is a little bit better than in Manchester.
Definitely. Although I have been speaking to a lot of like my family at home, they've had some really nice weather recently. So I've been like, I've come over here for the sun and now they're getting it all. But yeah, it's very different over here. So it's nice to wake up in the morning and see some bright sunshine. It helps you get out of bed for that hard session in the morning.
And back to your next fight, who is going to be in your corner?
So I'm actually going to have one of the ATT instructors, my head coach over here, is going to come and do my corner for me. So Conan, I'm sure you will have heard him. He was
Silvero, of course.
Yeah, done great things. So he's my head coach at the moment. So he'll be in my corner, and I'll also have my brother as well, who trains me back at home.
Sorry, 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to ask you, and after you finish your next fight, are you going to stay in America for training, or are you going back to the UK, or you haven't yet make up your mind?
Yeah, so I would like to come back over and do more camps over here. I've really liked my time that I've spent over here, and I've talked a lot with like my parents and my coaches and stuff about like plans for the future. But I'm excited to go home. I'll still be training at Manchester Top Team. That's still my gym at home. So yeah, I'll go home for a month or so. And then I have a few plans to maybe fight November time. So as long as injuries and things like that allow me to fight, I'll come back and do my camp again here, I think.
Now that you acquired the experience in the American gyms, what's the main difference between training in Europe and America? And I'm asking this as a fellow European.
Yeah, of course. I think my training at home is amazing. Like my head coach, Carl, from Manchester Top Team, he's like brought me on so much. Like his level of coaching is perfect anyway. So I think just the big difference for me over here was the level of girls that I get to train with. At home, I just train with boys. There's not really many girls in the UK that I can work with, or that I get to work with. So coming over here and being on the mat with the likes of Ariana, who's in the UFC, Marina as well. You know, there's a lot of PFL athletes already over here. Obviously, Kayla is working on the same mat. Being around them girls is like something that I need. You know, I think I'm never one to like. They always say you're either the hammer or the nail. Like quite often with the girls, I am the hammer. I'm not being big-headed when I say that, but I often am. And coming over here, I've kind of come back down to the nail, which is what I need. Like I need, you know, them tough rounds. I need to be like tested. And the girls over here really do that for me. So I definitely feel like the training over here with the girls is really going to improve me a lot.
I read that the PFL is considering adding a women's flyweight division. Are you going to stay with them in the following year, or is that your contract just for one fight?
Yeah, so my plans with PFL are actually a little bit more long-term. I have signed with them for 2 years now. So okay. I will be with them for a while. We've got some really big plans. They are going to build a flyweight division now, which is amazing. I'm the first girl that they've signed for that flyweight division. So yeah, they're going to work hard now to get a full division together, and then big plans to maybe run the tournament, or you know, hopefully that's the direction that it heads for us.
And since perhaps there will be the traditional tournament, have you had the chance to watch PFL, and if so, what do you think about their format?
Yeah, I really like it. The format that they've got it's very exciting. I think it's very different. You know, the fights every 4 weeks and the knockout stages, like it's exciting for people to watch. I think it's something I quite like. I think the busier I am with fights, the better I become. So, you know, obviously injuries and stuff like that get in the way, but it's probably going to be a good thing for me. I would think. But watching everyone else, it's an amazing thing what they're doing, and obviously they're growing so big. PFL, like they're like one of the fastest growing organizations, so it must be working what they're doing. People are liking it, so I'm excited to be a part of it.
Since you told me that you're from Manchester, and there is another fighter who's coming out of Manchester in the the PFL featherweight tournament, are you actually cheering for Brendan Loughnane to win the tournament? Of
course I am. Yeah, I'm right behind Brendan. I watched him last year. I've watched him this year. I'm so excited to be on the same card as him. He always brings, whenever he's in Manchester, he's got so much support. So to be on his card and get this, get with the crowd that's going to be there for him is going to be crazy. Obviously, myself being from Manchester, I'm hoping they're all going to support me the same, but he will bring such a crazy crowd. I'm really looking forward to being on the card.
And the last one about Manchester, are you following football? And by football, of course, I mean European football, the only football.
Yeah, I am a very, very big City fan. And obviously we watch England when they're playing too. The girls are smashing it at the moment.
But are you on the Manchester United side or on the Manchester City side, or neither?
City, of course. We have to be a City fan in my house. My whole family are Blues, so we are right behind Manchester City. Yeah.
Okay, that was just a curiosity of mine. Dakota, I finished my questions. Do you have any last messages?
No, I'm just super excited to debut on the 20th of August with PFL. So I hope everyone can watch me and catch my fight on there. But thank you to all my sponsors and obviously to you for having me on today.
Thank you for giving us a little bit of your time today. Best of luck with the upcoming fight, and hopefully I will hear again from you in the future.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice one. Bye-bye.